You know, maybe today's not the best day to go out hunting. Well then, what's going on everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and as you can see right here, it is actually the Boyzle Spotlight Hour, which is okay. I mean, the bonus is pretty decent, but besides that, I can't get the shiny of it, so I'm not overly that bothered with it. Plus, as you saw out there, it's been pretty bad all day when it comes to rain. Like, it's been going on and off, but it's been really, really bad. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I did notice something that I have to finish real quick. As you can see right here in my researches, I didn't actually finish the final part, so let's take a picture with our Victini real quick, and then let's complete all this and get our final rewards. Let's take a quick snapshot of this, and then we'll back right out, and then we should have everything completed. So let's just claim our 20 Victini candies, we'll get ourselves 10 rare candies, which is great, I need those, and we'll claim our super incubator, claim our final rewards, and we get ourselves a Victini t-shirt that I'll probably never wear, but it looks nice, 2 premium battle passes, which is great, and 2 star pieces, and another Victini tee. Weird, we got 2 t-shirts? It's probably for the male and female, actually, so that's kind of cool. And there we go. I think we just get to claim this one and we're officially done? That's weird. Well, that's a lot of Stardust, I like that, and the Lucky Eggs are great too. And I believe this is it. Alright, cool, we've completed every single one of them. The only special research I have yet to ever complete is the, what was it? It was for the big Unova celebration events where you could do it twice if you really wanted to, if you didn't unlock it. And I didn't really want to pay money for extra candies for kind of basic Pokemon, so I didn't go for that. But yeah, so far, we're doing pretty awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. Now today we're going to be talking about the upcoming events coming to Pokemon Go in the coming weeks, including Community Day, which was just announced, so let's start with that one first. On Saturday, August 8th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., Magikarp will be our Community Day Pokemon. And to be honest with you, a lot of people are not all that excited for it. And to be honest with you, I'm also a little disappointed to the fact of that it's not a new shiny. You know how we really like new shinies for these events. But I will say that this is good because Magikarp, when evolved into Gyarados, gets a Mega Evolution. There is Mega Gyarados out there. Plus, we're also going to be getting 3 times Catch Stardust on these Magikarps, which is really great. And also, there's going to be a ton of Magikarps everywhere, which means that if you don't have your gold medal for the extra large Carp badge, go out there and get a ton of Magikarps, and you're probably going to get that medal during this time as well. So, I don't know. I feel like right now, during this month of August, we are going to have so many great and huge events in it that maybe it's fine that we have a little bit of a lackluster Pokemon for this Community Day, because, I mean, we're getting so many great ones that we're going to go over later, but yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand people being a little upset about it, but, I mean, this is the OG Shiny. This is the first Shiny Pokemon that was ever added to Pokemon Go, so I don't know, I feel like it kind of is, like, worth it. Like, I think it deserves at least one Community Day, and it has a pretty good move that's coming to it. If you evolve it all the way up into a Gyarados, it will get the Water-type charge move, Aqua Tail, which actually makes it pretty good for PvP. Even better, in fact, because this, you can see this one has Crunch. Crunch is a good move, but with this Aqua Tail as well, it's actually going to get a stab bonus with that. It's gonna be great. And as I mentioned before, Gyarados does have a Mega Evolution. It becomes Mega Gyarados, and it's a really cool Pokemon. Instead of being a Water and Flying type, it loses the Flying type when it Mega Evolves and becomes a Water and Dark type, meaning that the Crunch move that it has, and it will now have a stab bonus on its damage. It's pretty good, and according to the GoHub article I'm looking at, the possibility of its max CP is 4,727 CP, which is pretty huge, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. Plus, again, when it's shiny, it's red. It's really awesome. So, I think that this Community Day is going to be a good one because we know that Mega Evolution's right around the corner. We had a trailer for it and everything, so we know it's coming this year. And this is a great way to prep for it. You might get very lucky and get a very good Gyarados for Mega Evolution, and I really hope I get a good shiny one because, again, I would love to flaunt a Shundo Mega Gyarados. The thing looks insane. But that's just my opinion. Please, let me know in the comments down below, how do you feel about Magikarp Community Day? Are you excited for it? Do you absolutely hate it? Please, let me know. Next up on the events for the Ultra Unlock is going to be the Dragon Week, which is happening from Friday, July 31st, all the way until August 7th. And it's pretty cool. We're going to get some really good dragon spawns in the wild, including Gibbles, which I'm sure are going to be pretty rare to find. But again, there's a chance at a shiny Gibble. And we don't know what's going to be in the raids except for Rayquaza, which is huge because, again, we know Mega Evolutions are around the corner. And Mega Rayquaza is insane. And I'm assuming it's probably going to be the best dragon type in the game, non-shadow related, so definitely do as many raids as you can, because again, the shiny is also out, and you try to get yourself a shiny Mega Rayquaza. I don't know if we're going to get the move Dragon Ascent. That's what Rayquaza needed in order to Mega Evolve. It wasn't a Mega Stone for him specifically, it was just a move, but hopefully they'll add it, because that would actually be pretty interesting. It's a flying type move, which could make Rayquaza one of the top tier flying types with that move, so that would be pretty interesting. And of course, we're getting Shiny Dino, which is actually a really cool looking shiny. I love it. All the way up through the family up to Hydreigon. Looks really good, so I'm hoping to get one of those, because unfortunately, it only comes out of the 7-kilometer eggs, or you can possibly get it through the special, limited, special research timed thing that they're doing, where you get 2 encounters with it. So maybe you'll get lucky on that one as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed for every single one of you that you get it, because I feel like this one's going to be a bit of a grind. On the upside, once this event is over, Dinos do spawn quite a bit at night, so maybe you'll get a better chance then, who knows? But yeah, good luck, guys. Hopefully you get it. And then once this Dragon Week is over, from August 7th till August 14th, we're going to have an Enigma Week, which is very interesting because it's going to have a lot of space-themed Pokemon. We're going to get things like Staryu, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Lunatone, Solrock, Baltoy, Bronzor, and a brand new Gen 5 Pokemon, Elgym, the alien Pokemon. It's actually a really cool Pokemon, and its evolution's also pretty cool as well. Those are going to be spawning in the wild, including some of them are going to be coming out of 7-kilometer eggs as well, but something really cool is that in the raids, there will be unknown ULTRNA, the Ultra Unlock, which is cool because they're coming back. Previously, though, it had to be hatched out of 10-kilometer eggs, but now they're going to be in raids, which is even better because now that we have Shiny Unown in the game, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Shiny ULTRNA, and that's great because I want those really badly. I believe they're only going to be in 1- or 2-star raids, but it doesn't say specifically, and yeah, I mean, this is huge. And not only all of that as well, we're also going to get shiny normal form Deoxys in raids as well, which is sadly not that great of a Pokemon, but it's still a shiny to hunt for, so good luck to you guys. Hopefully you get it. The one you want most is the defense form Deoxys. That's like the most usable one for mostly PvP. All the other ones aren't really that useful, though attack's okay, but yeah. Good luck, guys. Hopefully you get that as well. And of course, during this event, we're also getting shiny Staryu, which is phenomenal. Now, the Pokemon Go sprite that we've seen in, like, the code is slightly greener than what you're seeing on the screen here, so hopefully it's more white, because it's really gorgeous this way, especially with the blue crystal. And when it evolves into Starmie, it's okay. It's not as good as Staryu. Staryu is way better, but Starmie's alright. Now, before we move on to the final Ultra Unlock Week bonus, it's time to cook. And today, we're going to be baking some cookies, but not just any cookies. We're going to make Shiny Unown cookies. I've already got the little patterns laid out. I've cut them out. I think they look good. I will admit that the T is a little shorter than I would like it to be, but it's fine. I'm actually excited for this. This is like the second time I've ever tried making like Pokemon food, so we got our mixer set up, we're ready to go, so let's do this. And here's all of the ingredients we're gonna be needing, and I'm also using a cookbook because I've actually never done this before, but I'm excited to try it out. We've got everything ready to go, we got the oven preheating now, so hopefully I will pull this off. If not, though, this is gonna be a fun learning experience. So for step 1, we must take 1/2 cup of sugar and plop it in here like so. And then we want to get ourselves 3/4 of butter thrown in like so. Hopefully it comes out. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit more, there we go. And what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to put this in here, lock it down, and then for the setting, start off at like a 4. And then we're supposed to get this nice and wispy and fluffy. So let's wait a little bit and then we should be ready to move on. Alrighty, that looks nice and fluffy. Let's just unlock that. And now next up, we have to add the egg right here and just magically put it in like so. Now they say you're supposed to whisk these first, but from what I've been told, you can just put it in there and it's gonna whisk itself once we throw this back in here. So let's just plop it down and lock it, of course, and then start it back up. Now to add the flavor, you can add things like pure vanilla extract for a nice vanilla flavor, or you can use things like creme de menthe, which is about a minty flavor. I'm gonna go with vanilla, and I've got 1 teaspoon worth right here. So let's just pour her in like that. Next up, we add 1/2 teaspoon worth of salt in here. And now we add our food dye. I went with a royal blue color because that's about the color of a Shiny Unown, and I don't know how much to put in, so we're just gonna put all of it in. And oh boy, it's like a thick gel. 1 second, let me try to get this out of here. Scoop it out a little bit like so. There we go. Plop her in like that. It might be a mistake to get all of it out like this, but who knows? We're learning today, right? So I think most of it is out at this point. And then we just gotta mix her together. Next up, we have to get 2 cups of flour here, but before we can actually add it into the mix, we have to sift it first. Now, the reason why we're sifting it is because there's a lot of clumps inside of the flour, and we don't want our cookies to be full of clumps, so what we do is we just get it in here like so, as you saw some of it fall out, but there you go. So you just turn the handle like so, and it actually destroys the clumps, so it comes out like a nice fine powder, because that's what you want for the cookies. And now we gotta carefully put this into the mix. Not gonna lie, this is probably my least favorite part about the whole thing, but hopefully it will go smoothly. Just gotta be very careful, guys, because this can spill everywhere. Now, you could also have done this inside of a bowl and poured the bowl, but this saves me cleaning. I can just throw this sheet away once I'm done with it. And then we mix yet again. Lock her in and start it up slowly. And once it's nice and settled in there, then we just turn it up a little bit more. And here's our very dark blue dough. Maybe I added a little too much, but whatever. What we gotta do now is we gotta get all this into here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It kinda looks like Play-Doh. So kids, if you see a Play-Doh at home and it looks like this, don't eat it, because it's not a delicious cookie. Now that it's out on the sheet, we just gotta ball it up nice. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna wrap it up, and then we're gonna throw this in the fridge for about an hour, because it takes about that long before we can actually start molding it. Now I'm gonna throw this in the fridge real quick, but you guys are gonna see it right now. Alright, we've taken our Play-Doh out of the fridge. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna make the unknown shapes out of them. Now before you do this, you obviously gotta put some flour on the mat here, otherwise this would stick to it real bad. We're also gonna have to put it on the roller real quick, otherwise it would just stick to the roller as well. But let's flatten this thing out, and then we're gonna cut the unknown shapes out of them, so let's do it. Now it's time to cut out the shapes. We're gonna do this one at a time because I don't know if I have enough dough for them all at once. So let's cut them out, and hopefully I have enough for all of them, but I do believe we're gonna be able to pull it off. Well, I'm really happy with these. They came out pretty good. You can clearly tell ULTRA for Ultra. This is pretty awesome. So let's quickly open up this oven here. We're gonna throw them in. They only need to be in here for about 7 to 8 minutes until they're about pretty firm. And we'll see how it turns out, because I'm excited. I think they're gonna be good. I'm happy to say that it looks like they're done. I've already pressed them a little bit. They're nice and cooked all the way through, so now we're gonna let these things cool down real quick, and then we're gonna decorate them. Now that these cookies have cooled down a little bit, it's time to put their eyes on. I've got some white icing here, so let's quickly get those eyes on there, and then they'll be finished, and then we can eat them. All right, well, the icing didn't come off the best, but I mean, it kind of gives the appearance. Now all we really have to do is add eyes using this black bit right here. There we go. Oh, that actually looks pretty good, actually. I like that. Let's just add the eyeballs to these guys. And there's the final unknowns. Honestly, I think they came out pretty good, not gonna lie. I still need to try them, so we'll do that in just a second, but not too bad, I have to say. I did actually expect these to go a lot worse, so I'm happy they turned out good. Now let's try the U Unown out. Hopefully it's good. It's okay. Yeah, it's not bad actually. With the icing, it's pretty good. I actually tried one of the cookies earlier, and it was actually not that great. But with the icing, it's actually not bad. And the part that I bit off that just fell on the floor there, that actually is more of the color that I was looking for. So, hey, whatever. It was something new to try. Maybe I'll alter the recipe in the future, but honestly, with the vanilla icing, it's not half bad. Not gonna lie to you, kinda wish those cookies came out a little better, but whatever. I don't know what it is, like, I followed the recipe exactly, and the cookies smelled amazing in the oven, and then you ate them and they're not that great, but that's fine. After I was done cooking those cookies, I was actually invited to grind for a little bit with my buddy Ivan, because he's actually gonna be doing some Twitch streams, so I thought, hey, I'll join you, why not? Didn't decide to bring my camera, and I truly regret it, because I got 5 shinies while being with him, so let's go over them real quick. The first one is going to be this shiny Swablu. Unfortunately, I don't have the recording of me catching this one. I don't know why I didn't do that, but afterwards, we did actually get ourselves a shiny Magikarp, which again is cool because Magikarp Community Day is right around the corner. It's not a great one, but whatever. Then afterwards, we got a shiny Meowth, which is huge because that's actually a pretty rare shiny to find. And, you know, it's decent IVs as well. And then, of course, we get ourselves a freaking shiny Rattata afterwards, which is funny. You know me, I'm the Rat King, I gotta have them. And then the final shiny was a shiny Abra, which is also pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. 5 shinies is amazing. As you can see right here, here's all of them. Not bad. I mean, honestly, really, that's surprising. After, like, grinding for only about 3 hours with him, we got 5 shinies, which is pretty great. Now, let's move on to the final Ultra Unlock week, which is the Unova week, which starts on August 14th and goes all the way until August 21st, and as the name describes, there's a lot of Unova Pokemon. Both in the wild and in 7-kilometer eggs, you can hatch yourself Swaddle, which is really cool. You can also get Cottony and other Pokemon originally discovered in the Unova region. That's 2 brand new Pokemon that have really cool evolution lines to them. And then, if you're really lucky, you may even hatch an Emolga, which is surprising because I expected that to be a regional Pokemon because it is a single form and it's a flying squirrel. I kind of expected it to be in the California, Seattle area because that's kind of where flying squirrels are known to be in, but it looks like it's for everyone. But speaking of regional Pokemon, we are getting a regional. We are getting Bouffalant, the Afro Bison creature, and this regional is only going to be showing up in New York City and the surrounding area in the wild and in 5-kilometer eggs, because they did actually put regionals in 5-kilometer eggs, so that's kind of cool. I definitely would love to get myself one of those, because I recently did a shiny hunt for it on Sword and Shield, and we got it relatively quickly within like 200 and something encounters, so it would be cool to actually get one for Pogo as well. And in 5-star raids during this time, Genesect will be showing up in the raids, and you can find yourself a shiny one, and it looks great. It's a hot rod red color like a car. Looks pretty cool. I would be definitely down to get one, but it doesn't look like it's going to get Technoblast, its signature move, so whatever. Hopefully eventually that'll show up because it could be a very useful move, but Genesect is the best bug type in the game, so it might be worth it to grab a couple of them, and then if Technoblast comes out, you might be able to just Elite Charge TM it on if you choose to use that. And lastly, if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny Rock'n'Rolla, which as you just look at that family, it's really good, but obviously the best one of all of them is Gigalith. I mean, come on. It's friggin' orange crystals turn into like greenish diamonds. It's a very solid Pokemon. Really hope I get that one because, I mean, it's just so beautiful, and hopefully you guys get it too. And that's everything we know about so far, but man, there is a lot to look forward to, and I'm very excited for every bit of it. You know me, I love my shinies, so I'm going to be hunting so hard for all of them, all the legendaries, including the unknowns. Again, I want to get the full shiny unknown family. So hopefully that works out that way. But anyways, guys, we're going to wrap up the video here. But before we do that, you always know we got to do the positive comment shout out. And today it goes to Angelica Marie. I hatched my first ever shiny, and it was a Shundo Riolu. Literally made my entire Go Fest. Evolved it already, gaining friendship with it right now so I can Mega Evolve it when Megas come out. Made my whole Go Fest. I'm so happy for you. That is an amazing hatch. Your first ever shiny hatch was a freaking Shundo, and not only that, it's one of the rarest Shundos that can also Mega Evolve. You're gonna have something that not a lot of people have, so huge congrats to you. And with all that being said, this is the end of the video, and if you've enjoyed it, and I really hope you have, please smash that like button for me, show me some love, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and also comment down below, what are you most excited about with all these new events coming, and also what are you least excited about? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you really love my content and you want to help the channel grow some more, links to my Patreon are in the description box below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.